Hey everyone, so the video cut off last time due to overheating on my phone, so I wanted to go through and explain the last part that I did again. I was telling you guys about an experience about how I got my cat. So as I was saying in the previous video, I did end up getting in trouble during my testimony, and I had to do some probation, and I did it over at the church. I talked about that a little bit. I'm not quite sure where the video cut off, but during that time, off and on, I was riding in the car with my kids one time, and we were talking about possibly adopting an animal. I think it was a cat. Because at the time, I lived in another place, and we wasn't really allowed to have pets, or big dogs, for example. And I decided, look at cat. So, I was at the church one day working, and I had this vision pop up out of nowhere of this little cat posed in a position where they were kind of like licking their paw, and I was like, I told the kids about the vision. I think I told the lady at the place about it as well, or at least I mentioned it a little bit. So I just had I had a vision of the cat. And so me and the kids go over to this adoption agency, and we're looking around. I was like, we're only coming in here to get one. Looking around, and I see two cats, both black and white, one female and one male. I couldn't decide between the two, so I decided to just adopt them both. And I ended up bringing them home, and it was like almost a month down the line. I was walking in from work one day, and I looked at Gigi, which is my female cat's name. I looked at Gigi, and she was over there sitting in the pose, licking her paws in like the same kind of position that I did in my vision. And I didn't put two and two together that the cat that I had the vision of and the cat that I adopted were possibly the same cat, because it looked identical. And I thought that was a cool experience. I wanted to share with you guys. I was gonna put it as kind of like a little cherry on top if you got through the video to the end of it, but that's how I came about getting my two cats, and how I believe God led me to save Gigi. Anyways, God bless, guys.